afternoon, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I have some body work that I need to do on my daughter's car. It's the gray Altima. So basically when she was pulling to the driveway, she hit the mailbox a couple of different times and it put a gouge in the car. So I'm going to actually do a little bit of body work to try to straighten that out. And I'm not a professional, so this is just me practicing and trying to get better at doing this, because one day I want to do all of this on my project, that I'm going to be working on. I want to be able to do the body work. I want to be able to paint it and do pretty much everything myself. So let's get started. I don't know a lot about body work, but I'm going to try to do this repair on my own. My daughter actually hit the mailbox a couple of times with this car in the same spot, and it did that, and kind of scratched along the door. So I'm just going to sand that down a little bit, put some body filler in it, primer it, and get the whole car painted pretty much. But I'm just going to do the body work myself and at least try to make it look a little bit better than it does now. So when you buy the bundle kit, the body repair kit, it comes with your hardener. This is to screen, this little screen is for holes, like if you have some holes that you need to fill in, you can put that on there, but I don't have any holes, so I'm just using the body filler. And inside of here is a kind of like a little, similar to like a spatula, but it's used to spread it on. I think that's what it's called, a spreader. But you can see it down in there. I'm gonna dig that out right now. And I'm gonna mix this stuff together onto this cardboard right here. And I'm gonna apply it to the car. And I'll probably time lapse it.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why.
Okay. So all I did is scuff it up pretty much. You can see you don't want to go too deep inside of it when you're doing it, so I just barely scuffed it up just to get some of the paint from around it. And now I'm about to apply, I'm gonna clean it off, and then I'm gonna apply the body filler.
As you fade away,
yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so...
Okay, so once you put the hardener in, the stuff hardens really fast. As you can see what happened right there. It started to get hard on the cardboard before I could apply it. So this is like the first piece anyway. I'm gonna have to sand this down and probably come back over some of the lower spots. So I'll take care of that issue there when I sand it down and fill it back in. But the lesson is to make sure you don't mix a lot of it up, because you have to use it pretty fast. So let this dry, and I'm gonna sand it down and look for low spots and repeat the process.
guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Okay, so this part here is good. I don't have to do anything to this. Right here you can see the low spots. Low spots are usually dark, so I'm going to have to put some more filler in there and in there, and around the edges is real smooth. You can't feel the transition around there. Over here, same thing. All inside of here is really low. I'm going to put more filler in there, and you can see all the divots that are low. They just require more filler. And everything over here is smooth, so I don't need any filler. I just need to sand this down a little bit better. You see I broke out the actual power tool. I wouldn't recommend using it. You just got to be real gentle with it. I wasn't even applying any pressure, and I was hitting all the really high spots. So, and just like I said, I'm only doing that to knock out some of the high spots, but I still go back and forth with the sandpaper. And when I get it a little closer, like this one, I'm just going to use the really fine sandpaper to smooth that out some. So let me go ahead and get the body filler so I can fill these little areas in and get that going. Okay, so I got some more body filler in, waiting for it to dry, and then I'm gonna sand it down. That should be it. I'm not sure, I might have to put some more on it after that, but it should be about ready for the final sand, and then I'm gonna spray some primer over it. Okay, I think I'm done with sand. I would have had this done a long time ago if I didn't use the grinder, the power tool, because what the power tool did, it put divots in it that wouldn't come out, and I had to go back and with the sandpaper and block sand it to get those divots out. So that's why it's not a good idea to use a power tool, because it can kind of dig in a little bit deeper than you're supposed to. So luckily I was able to get the sandpaper out and redo it. So what I'm going to do now is remove the tape, clean it off, and I'm just going to spray primer over it. So alright, so got the tape off, got it cleaned off. I actually wet sanded it a little bit to get some of the hard lines from the tape and the Bondo off. So that's what you see around it is wet sand. I wet sanded it so it's nice and smooth. So what I'm going to do is go over it with the acetone, and then I'll spray primer on it.
I wake up, I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden, I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay? Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be
right in there where I didn't do a good job sanding. So for everything else actually looks pretty good. And this part here, these parts here was at the bottom of the tape. So I can go ahead and get this redone and re-primer it. But other than that, it looks better than it did before. Alright, so I just went back, re-sanded some of the high spots that I showed you earlier, and I'm about to clean this off again and re-primer it. And just like I said, I think that should be it. Not looking for perfection here. I'm not a professional, so I know there's different ways I could have done it to make it a lot better, but I'm still learning. So I just want to try to do this so that when I get ready for my project, I can try to do as much as I can. So, alright, let me go ahead and get this cleaned off and re-primer. Okay. Got it sanded down and re-primered. Just like I said, it looks okay. I could have did a better job right up in this area. Still looks a little low in there. But overall, it's an Altima, and it's for my daughter, and she's probably gonna scratch it up and bang it up anyway, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, so I pulled the Altima back in its spot, and as you see, it's not perfect, but it looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and close the video out right here. Note, like I said before, I'm not a professional. So if you have any tips or any suggestions on anything that I did wrong or I could do better, please let me know in the comments. I look forward to that, because just like I said, I'm not a professional when it comes to body work. I'm just getting into it, and I'm trying to learn as much as I can. So when I start on my project, I want to be able to do every single thing to my project myself. You see in some earlier videos, I actually painted the bumper on the G8. So I'm trying to practice my painting, and now I'm trying to get to the body work so I can try to do that. So if you're a painter, if you know how to do body work or whatever, and you saw that I did something wrong, please let me know in the comments so that I can only get better at this craft going forward. So thanks for subscribing. Please subscribe if you haven't. Click on that like button, share, comment on what you think about this video or my body work, and I'll see you in the next video.